Welcome back to another session of Demo Mondays. In this video series, I invite different Amazon seller software creators and developers, and I ask them to present their products just like this on the screen. And today my guest is Quantify Ninja. And Quantify Ninja is presented by the founder, Yinon Shiryan. Hello, Yinon.
Hi, Augustus. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. And can you introduce us to Quantify Ninja, please? So what problems does it solve, and how does it help Amazon sellers?
Well, Quantify Ninja, it's an all-in-one tool. It's a tool that provides you multiple features, the ones that we think that is the ultimate set that gives you plenty of features that we believe that every seller should have in order to succeed.
All right. So we will look into all the features very shortly. And in what marketplaces does your software work?
Well, we support, it's about regions, basically. So North America regions include Amazon.com, Amazon MX, and Amazon Canada. We support EU region, which includes all marketplaces in Europe. We support Japan, Australia, and now India too.
Perfect. So you're covering the whole world. And what kind of Amazon sellers are you targeting with this software? What is the best fit?
Well, we actually fit to probably most sellers on Amazon. We aim basically for most of our users are private labelers, but not only but most of the features are for everyone. But we have some features that are basically only for private labelers. But it fits for everyone, for all the starters from beginners to professionals. We have customers with just a single, just a few sales a month to sellers that generates more than $12 million a month.
$12 million a month. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. So let's jump into the Quantify Ninja software itself and see how it works.
All right, so let me just share my screen so I can show. Basically, QuantifyNinja.com is the web address, and we provide also a chat. If you want to ask us questions, you can just click on the Facebook chat and write us. We do everything we can to respond as soon as we can. And we support, of course, email support, chat support. And so any questions you might have, you can go to the website and ask us. So maybe let's dig into the software, and maybe I'll say a few things about myself. I started as a seller myself on Amazon back on 2013. And there were many tools that I found that were missing for a seller on Seller Central. And so I started, coding the stuff for myself. And at some point I gave it to my friends, and my friends were really excited to use it, and they were really satisfied from what I did. And from here to there, it became a Quantify Ninja. And since then, I'm not really selling anymore on Amazon, and I'm really focused on the software because it's just hard, to maintain two businesses all at once. So what are you going to see? I'm going to log into my account, and in my account, since I'm not selling products anymore, you will see a lot of zeros, and you can't really see all the details here, but you can have everything that I'm saying. You will be able to see on the watch tutorials in the software, and you can see everything there. We also have video tutorials, but I will speak today about in general, because you can't really talk about everything. There's so many things in the software. So we will start about the dashboard. And the dashboard in Quantify Ninja shows you a real-time results, and we update your sales very frequently, like every 10 minutes for every seller, which is quite fast. It's actually faster than Amazon Seller Central itself. So you might see here results that you don't see yet on Amazon Seller Central. And sometimes I have many sellers, writing me that they have more sales in Quantify Ninja than they have on Seller Central. And basically what I tell them is just wait 10 to 15 minutes, then Seller Central is updated. So what you see here is the today and yesterday sales, and you can see the pie charts, how the sales is dividing. I found it very helpful because in Seller Central, it's really hard to say, how many sales you had from each product. So since the day just started on Amazon.com, you see the 0 sales for today. But if it was like a standard hour, if there were sales today, you would see here another pie chart. And on every pie chart, you can click on orders to see every order you had, and you can actually drill down for every order and see those orders are, since it's just yesterday's, not all of them have already, most of them are still pending, but if you click on it, on this order, for example, you can see all the commissions taken for every order and see how much money you spent on the fulfillment, how much money you spent, you got from shipping, commission, and everything, and then the final profit, which is here in this case is $895. You made from how much the buyer paid minus all the fees and minus the product cost that you can add it. So you can also see if there was a promotion on those orders, but there's actually a different option to see only promotion, which is really nice, but I will show it in a second. So if you want to, you can filter the dashboard by specific marketplace, but since this is an Amazon.com or more precisely North America region, we have here only 3 marketplaces. If this was an EU region, you would see here all the 5 channels. So in EU, if you want to see only sales from Amazon Germany, you can do that by using this filter. So here I can just select one or all channels. I can filter by specific product or by specific time frame. We have predefined time frames, but you can add custom. So if you go here, for example, and you set up a custom time frame, let's take just 30 days, for example, then you see the total number of sales, and you can do the same thing I showed you earlier about the orders. You can click on the orders and see all those orders and dig down about each and every order. But you can do more than that, because sometimes you give coupon codes and you want to know how many were redeemed, right? So this option gives you, if you click on the promotion, you can see exactly all the promotions given for each of the orders. But this is not enough. Basically, many sellers came to me and asked me to show up a summary of how many promotion redeemed from a specific coupon code. So what we did is just created a summary of promotion. So we have here a show a promotion summary, and this shows you the exact number of coupons taken from each of the coupon set. And this is referred to the time frame that you've selected. So if you select a year ago, then you would see all the coupons summary for that year. So this is really helpful if you are sharing coupons, and I really encourage you to try it out. So this is about the dashboard. About the automated messaging, we have the most advanced tool, I think, in the market. This tool is basically have a lot of features, and there's a lot of things to talk about, but I will speak only about the important stuff. So we have the open rate. Well, because I'm not selling on Amazon anymore, then all the numbers shown here are zero. But you can see the open rate in percentage, and you see here there's two numbers here. It's because you can set up even an A/B testing tool on a specific template. And let me explain what is an A/B testing in the automated messaging. So you can set up a template, and the template is a text with variables that can be replaced in real time. I will show it in a second. But you can set up also more than one variation of a template. So that means that if we need to send, let's say that this email should be sent like 1 day after item is shipped, and we have 100 items that were shipped yesterday. That means that we need to send 100 emails today, right? So if you set up two variations of the same template, we can send only half for the first variation and the second half for the second variation. But actually, it's more sophisticated than that, because it doesn't really split it to 50%, 50%. It gives more probability for the email that has the higher open rate to be sent more. So in this case, for example, if the main email has a 70% open rate and the second email has only 50% open rate, then the first email from 100 emails that we totally need to send, we will send more from the first email. I hope it was clear enough. All right, so let's dig inside the template. So a click on every template gives you the option to set up the content. So we have a name and where you can set up the products, the specific products that the system will send emails to. You can set up a subject, and you can set up the time frame when you want this email to be sent. So you can set it up as ASAP or 1 day, 2 days, etc. And then you can select the event, the trigger that this email will be sent to. So you can say after item shipped or after item delivers. So if I click here, item shipped, that means that this email will be sent 2 weeks after item shipped. Now, here you can set up the content, and Quantify Ninja provide a very flexible option. Basically, you can send anything you want, because we actually have the option to set the source HTML. Now, most of you probably are not, programmers, but if you want to have a really, really nice email, you can outsource this job to a freelance on Fiverr, or it should be very, very cheap, and you can create a wonderful HTML source code where you can just paste it here and then see it, and when you click it again, you can see the actual content. But if you don't want to, you can work here on Quantify Ninja with our editor, and you can set up anything from images. So you can have images uploaded from your computers, links, fonts. Everything is super, super flexible. And if you want to add variables, you can do that as well. We have a list of variables here. So you can see we have from product short name, product review link, all the variables that you can have. But you also have some special variables that I want to focus on. So one of them is the product image review link. So if I click it and then click add, it will add the image of the product. Now here you don't see the product, because this one it's a template, right? This template can be sent to buyers who bought multiple products, or it could be sent to multiple buyers, right? So the system knows to replace this image to the right image of the product that the buyer purchased. Okay, so if I set this template for all products, and you bought product A and someone else bought product B, you both get a different email. Now, the nice thing about it is that the image itself is a link for your review page. So it's actually a link to the that links to the review page of the specific product that was purchased. So this is an option to use if you want to add an image of your product that links to the review. You can, of course, have all the product image without the link or any order ID and customer name. Anything you want, you can add in the content, but also in the subject. So if you want to contact the buyer name personally in the subject, you can do it as well. You can just type it or click the add when you are in focus in the subject. So you can just write customer first name, and then when you're done, you can actually test it using the test button here. Now the test button sends this email to your email address that you have signed up for in Quantify Ninja, and what it does, it actually goes to our database and search for any order, a random order. It takes a random order of your sales and just works on this order, right? Because the system needs to replace all the variables to the order's details, right? So it has to be tied to a specific order when you do a testing. So what it does, it goes and bring up a specific order and change all the details according to this order. So we have a lot of configurations here. You can set up to who you want this email to go to who you don't want this email to go to, if a refund order was made, if a negative feedback left, if you don't want it to go to repeated buyers, if you don't want it to go to someone who used the coupon code, or you can even set if someone used the coupon code with value more than $4, you can do that as well. And of course, you can use the specific sales channels. This is really, really nice features for the EU region, because if you want to set up different languages for every template, you can do that by set up this template only for a specific marketplace. So this one is North America region. We have only 3, but if you are using the EU region, you will have it all the EU marketplaces. So you can set up, let's say, Amazon France, and then just write your template in French. You can set up the timing if you want this email to be sent in the morning, noon, or night in PST time, or you can exclude products. Of course, you can add files to the template. You can add multiple files if you want to. And the new feature we just added recently is that you can actually add invoice to the template. So I will maybe talk about it in a second, how to create an invoice template. But once you created an invoice template, you can send an invoice within the automated messaging. And some of my users are actually using it to gain more reviews, because what they do is they write on the subject, your invoice is attached. Now, most users, especially in the EU, they open the email because they need the invoice for the tax returns, right? So they open it, and then in the content, you can add more details. You can ask them for a review, and you can actually ask even for a review inside the PDF. So I will show it in a second, but just know that you can attach an invoice to an automated messaging. So all the emails that will be sent with the invoice.
How do you attach the invoice, or is it automated, the invoice?
You need to create the template of the invoice. I will show it in a second. And then after the invoice template here in the menu invoicing, after it was created, you can select it here. And then once you selected the invoice, then the system will automatically, when it creates the invoice, it will automatically take the data of each of the orders, and then just put all the details in the invoice. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I forgot about the A/B testing. If you want to add A/B testing, it's really simple. All you have to do is just the default is without, but if you want, you just click on the add alternative subject, and you can add here subject, another subject. So this is subject number 2, for example. So you can just add here, add here another subject, or you can also add another content. And then you can have 2 contents. It will not send both to the same buyer, of course, but it will send some of the first one, of the first variation, and some of the second variation. Okay, so this really can help you improve the open rate, and then increase the chances that people will actually write reviews on your products. So we have the same options for FBM. So if you are selling on FBM, you can use it as well. And we have a bulk option. This is also an option if you want to send a one-time email to all customers that purchased from you on the last, 6 months. You can do that as well with the bulk options. I won't be focusing on that, but just know that it exists. So this is regarding emails. And by the way, we send about 150,000 emails a day. It's really a lot, and that's what we do it really great. And some people says that the email is dead. I don't agree with that. We can see that still the open rate, even though there are buyers who opt out from sellers' emails, it still shows that about 30% average open rate, which is great. So let's talk about invoicing, because I mentioned it earlier. So I don't want to save this one, so I'll just hit yes, and I go to invoicing. So invoicing is basically, if you want to send invoice to your customers, you can do it either manually or using the automated messaging. So as I said earlier, once you created the invoice, you can attach it to the automated messaging, but you don't have to. If you want to send it manually, you can do that as well. But before you do that, you need to create the template. So here you can see this is the template, and you can add an image of your own. So if I click here, you can add the image. So you just select any image, and then you just go next on the details, and you write your company name, all the details that you need for creating the invoice, and you set up the VAT percentage. So, and once you did that, you can click on save. Let's just open ones that I already did. So this one, for example. So this one with 12% VAT, but you can set up as you need. And then once you have the invoice ready, if you want to send this invoice, you can just click on send manual, and then you add in here the order number, and the system will fill up everything. And once it is done, you can click on the invoice preview, and then it will show you the invoice itself. And then click on the send button to just send it to the user. Really, really simple. You don't need to fill up the details in the invoice. We do everything automatically for you. So this is really, really helpful for lots of sellers, especially in the EU, where buyers really needs the invoice in order to for the tax return.
And the invoice, the structure is compliant to the European regulations, right?
Yes. And the best thing about it is, both on the automated messaging and invoicing, you get an unlimited usage. I mean, you pay. This is one of the best thing in Quantify Ninja. It's that whatever we try to do, we try to give everything unlimited for a fixed price. So if you use our automated messaging, you get it unlimited. Send 1 email a month, or 1 million emails a month. You still pay a very low fixed price. So you also have unlimited invoicing and all the features that you have here, which I will maybe speak about in a second. So maybe jump to notifications, because it's one of the features many sellers like, because you hear about groups that everyone how many times you refresh your Amazon Seller Central, right? And people says like 1,000 times a day. And So one of the features that I made, I wanted to notify users on sales. Now I know not all sellers want this feature, but you don't have to use it. But some users really like to get a notification about every sales they have. So we are connected to. You can connect your Facebook profile, and then once you connected this profile, you have an instruction here. It's really simple. You just click it and just click the link. That's it. Once you click the link, you are connected to your Facebook profile, and we send notification to your personal messenger on every sale. But you don't have to get a notification on every sale. If you want, you can set up 5, 10, 20, or any other number of sales you can, or even on a specific product. If you don't want to get sales notification, but you just launch a new product, and you just want to know when this product is sold, you can set it up for a specific product. But the default is for every sale and for all products, and you get it directly to your messenger, and it comes with a button. So if you get a new sale, it just shows you, hey, you got a new sale, and then you have a button, you click it, and it shows you all the sales you had today. Like you've sold 5 products of this product and 4 products of that. So it's really nice feature. We have a lot of customers who really got addicted to it. So you can try it out if you want. It's a great feature. We can also give notifications on negative feedback. And we used to have also product reviews, but since we are on Amazon App Store, they have requested us to remove this feature, so we don't really notify on reviews at the moment. We also give, of course, email notifications for most of the things that we also give on the Facebook Messenger notifications. So maybe we can jump to the ASINS tracker. ASINS tracker is a great tool if you want to have to get data on your products and where it stands. So if I sell, for example, an iPhone case, and I want to know on Amazon.com, for example, where is my iPhone case is located in matter of position in regards to specific keywords. So let's say that I want to take this LGG3 case. This is actually a product that I've sold in the past. And then I want to know when this product, where is this product is located when someone looks for the phrase, let's say LGG3 case, right? So I just add this phrase, and I do just save, and the system will check every few hours. And you can see, well, this is dummy keywords that I've added to test the system. But of course, you can add meaningful keywords that you think that your customers are actually search for your products, and then know exactly the spot. And let's say it shows spot 5. That means that you are the 5th product from the top. Now, it's a little bit different if you are searching from, I don't know, Texas, California, or or Europe. It could be different. It could show different result when you search specific keywords. But you get the idea. I mean, it's not. It can't be super accurate because it shows up different result. But it can give you an idea where is your product located. And if you click here. Here you won't see it, but you will have a graph. If we have more than 3 results, you will also see the graph and the progress that you made with your keywords. So this is a very powerful tool that can help you know where is your product located, referring to a specific keywords. I wanted to talk a little bit about the order section. So order section it's a great tool if you want to search orders. Usually it is used by sellers who wants to either write a message to a specific customer or find some order. Usually if someone wrote you a negative review, you really want to find this person, right? And now Amazon doesn't let you because you can't link between the reviewer to the actual order, right? So there used to be tools that actually hacked Amazon website and found the reviewer, but now these days they block this option, and you can't really know who is the reviewer. But Quantify Ninja actually gives you the option with a wise search, which is in the terms of service, because we don't really show you who's the reviewer, but if you can make a wise guess, so if you have a reviewer that, the reviewer name is, let's say, James123, it's the username, then you can search on Quantify Ninja only buyers that has the JA letters in his name. So if I click search, it will just give me all the buyers. Let's take this one, for example, and see the buyer name is Victor James, right? So every order that it found now, it is with JA in the name. So it just gives you more chances to find a reviewer. You can also set on because if you want to find a reviewer, you can, which product he was reviewing. So you can just set the specific product, and you can have set the time range, and then just type some letters of his name and just find the reviewer. Now, you can see here also if someone had a refund, you can see that also. You can just click on any of the orders and see all the details. Here you can also exclude the order from future template. That actually means that you can actually put this buyer on the blacklist. But what's really nice about this system that you can actually send message from the system to the buyer, a manual message. So if I click send message, then you can see the name and the email address, and then just select any template. So let's take a specific template, for example. So I take this template, and then it already replaces all the variables. Okay, so here, for example, you see garlic press. In the template, it was product short name, right? So it already replaces the name. Also, the link for review, everything is already replaced, and you can just click on the send, and it will send the email right away. You can do the same for FBM templates, but I wanted to show something about the download section, which is a great tool that you can, and I wanted to show the options, what you can do with it. So the download option is basically gives you the option to download your set of orders and buyers to a file. So you can do that if you want to, investigate or, analyze your reports. But most users want to retarget their buyers from Amazon on Facebook. So what you can do here is you can set up a filter with the time frame, and then you can say, okay, I want to take only buyers who bought in specific date and that did not issue a refund, and that were not repeated buyers and did not leave a negative feedback, that bought only on Amazon France, and that purchased only specific product in FBA, and that spent only more than $5. Okay, and then once you set up this filter, you can use the only data necessary for Facebook advertising, and then you can download this file, and you can upload it to a custom audience on Facebook. And this way, you can actually retarget your buyers from Amazon on Facebook. If you want, you can create a lookalike from this audience and then retarget them again. So this is a great tool. We actually implemented an automatic upload. So I just describe how you do it manually. You just download the report and then go to Facebook and upload the file. But if you grant access, if you click here, it will ask you to grant access to your ad account on Facebook and will upload it automatically. So this actually saves you 5 minutes work. But if you don't want to, you can just do it manually. So this is a great tool. We just launched it a few weeks ago, and you can really test it and try it out because retargeting is a great tool. When you retarget your customers, it's customers you know that they are interested in your products. You know they bought your products. Why not? I mean, why not retarget them? Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about coupon section, because this is also a tool that helps you manage your coupons. So if you are sharing coupons, and you can upload it to Quantify Ninja simply by clicking on the upload new coupon. And the reason we made this feature is there were multiple reasons. One of the reasons was that when I was a seller, I actually downloaded, 30, 50 coupons, and then I just stored it in my computer, and I forgot about it. I didn't know when is the expiration date. I didn't know what is these coupons for. And you have to be very organized, to just maintain coupons that you download from Amazon. So this is the first use, actually. You can just download the coupon and upload it to, you download it from Amazon and then upload it here on Quantify Ninja. You give it a name, you set an expiration date, and you have it here. If you want to use one, you just click one, right? You click one, you have it copied to the clipboard, and you can use it. But this is not the only place you can use it, right? So if I click get one coupon, then it just takes one coupon off the list and will never show this coupon again. If I click it again, it will show me a different coupon. But what you can do is you can actually use these coupons in the bot that I didn't spoke about, but I will speak in a second, or in the automated messaging. So if I go to the automated messaging, see this coupon, I gave it a test name. So if I go to the automated messaging and I go to a specific template, and I say, let's say that I'm giving everyone that bought from me, I want to give them a 10% discount. Now you need to be careful about it. Do not offer coupon for review, of course. Just keep, everything to the Amazon terms of service. But there are some things you can do with coupons. So if you want to give coupon codes to everyone, that's fine. You can do that. It's not against Amazon terms of service. So you can tell them something like, here is a 10% coupon on my entire store, right? Entire store. And then you have here the coupon section. You can select the coupon and then add it. If I focus here and I click add, it should add it exactly here. So now if I save it, let's give it a name just so we can remember it. So I'll call it Augustus, if that's okay with you, Augustus. And let's save it. And now, even if the template is not active, right? Active means that, this will be sent automatically. So you can send it automatically and it will just take one coupon at a time and it will be sent. But you can set it as inactive. And then when you search for an order, if you want to send only to specific users, you can do that as well. So if you search a specific order here, so I'm clicking a search because I don't have a specific order that I want to give a coupon code. But if you have a specific order, you can just search it and then go to the send message. And then what I showed earlier is that I selected the specific template. But this time I select a template with a coupon code. And you see that here is a 10% coupon on my entire store. And here's the coupon code. And then just hit send. So this actually saves you a ton of time. If you have a coupon code that you're sharing manually, then you can set it as a template, but keep it inactive and then just send it when you want. Of course, you can use it also on an active template, and then it will be sent automatically. And the third option, what you can do with the coupon section, is that you can use the coupons that you uploaded here in the Facebook Bot Manager, which is the next feature that I'm going to talk about. So for a lot of you who are using ManyChat or ChatFuel, or there's lots of softwares out there that are, giving the option to create conversations on Facebook Messenger in order to drive traffic from Facebook to Amazon. So we created this option too, but the advantage in our system is that we are really focused on Amazon, in opposed to other companies that are, they give the general concept, but they can't just give you the right tools for Amazon because they just don't have the access. But here we have, for example, the coupon codes. We can actually use it in order to create conversation. So let me show you, for example, what I mean by creating conversation, because I bet some of the listeners doesn't really know what this bot is all about. But so I'll give us a short introduction about the bot, because bot it's like a totally different product. It's not a feature. I call it a product because it's very wide and there's so many things you can do, and users are actually using it in order to get more views or to share, products when they launch a new product. So let me show you how it works. So let's start by creating a new conversation, and I will set a conversation that, let's say that I want to give a free coupon to someone in order to to get more reviews. I want to share coupon codes, right? So I'm starting to build the conversation, and then to trigger the conversation, we can trigger it in multiple ways. But one of the ways is just creating an ad on Facebook. But instead of sending the buyer from the Facebook ad to a landing page, we're going to use an objectives on Facebook. That means that the ad, while clicking on the ad, instead of going to the landing page, it will open up the messenger. So let's set up this conversation that will be triggered when someone actually click on the ad. So let's say hi there. So let's say hi, and let's use the variable with a name. So let's say the buyer first name. Okay. So once I did that, I already can test it. So if I click here on this plugin, then you see my old testing. So I can test it now, and you will see here, right? So now you see hi Yinon, because this is my profile. If you use it yours, you'll see your name, right? So let's add another text, and let's ask him, would you like a coupon code for my new product, right? Now let's give him an option to say yes and no, but this is it's just an example. Of course, it could be much more complicated scenario. So let's type yes and no. And let's say that if he says yes, so I'm standing on the yes, and then I continue the flow from the yes. So if he says yes, I can tell him, cool, here is your coupon. And then I can just add coupon, and then you can just select the one of the coupon set that you've uploaded in the coupon section. So let's just save, and then let's go to the no. Now, when I click on the no, the flow under the yes is gone. So it doesn't really go on, it's just hide it. So when I click the yes, you can see the flow under the yes. When I click the no, you can see the flow under the no. So let's say, okay, and let's say, okay, maybe next time, maybe next time. Now you can already test it. So if I click test, then you'll see, hi Yinon, would you like a coupon code from a new product? Let's say yes. I click on the yes, and then the system will send me the cool, here's your coupon, and the coupon. Now, it's really cool because it just takes just one coupon and gives you through the bot. Now, it's really, really easy to do that. There's more complicated component. You can add images. So if you want, you can add images and upload it from your computer. You can add a generic template. It's called generic template. It's like an image with buttons. So if I take an image, I'm taking an image. Let's take. I'm not sure if this is a nice image. So this is just an image that I found on my computer. So I'm just adding an image, and then you can give it a title. Let's say this is a title, and a subtitle, and then a button. So let's say, give me coupon, okay? So if in case he clicks no, you will see this this template. Let's see. If I click test, I click on the no, and then it shows up this. Well, it shows both actually, the OK and then the template, and then the OK maybe next time. So if I click the give me coupon, it doesn't do anything because we didn't continue the flow under this button. But you can add more than one button on this component, and you can do multiple things, but I want to focus on one thing. So let's say that this is the component that you you want to share the coupon code, and you ask him if you want a coupon code, and when he clicks it, you share him the coupon code. So let's tag this button. You can set, okay, I want to tag this users with taking a coupon code, right? So I'll just name it taking a coupon code, and now it is tagged. So everyone that clicks on this button are tagged with taking a coupon, and then I can retarget them on Facebook later. So there's a full tutorial I can show you. There's so many things we can speak about this building up the conversation. But basically what you can do is, and I also have a video specifically on how to set up this conversation as a trigger on Facebook ad. So what you actually need to do is the get JSON. It will give you a code sample, and you take the code and put it in the ad setting on Facebook, and that's how it is done. I will show the videos on how to do it maybe later in the video. So this is how you build up a conversation. Really nice feature. You can test it on your page as well, not only here. Instead, you can actually test it on your target page. And another option would be to use an auto response on posts. So you can actually go to your Facebook and on a specific post and type and set up a keyword where anyone that type this keyword will have his messenger pop up with a specific conversation. So this is maybe, Augustus, I think that this is, the Facebook bot is actually something that is worth, making a whole episode only on the Facebook bot, because there's so many things you can do with it. So I just try to give just a glimpse of the options that we can do. So I want to just talk a few words about the subscribers list. So anyone that starts talking to your bot, he's already a subscriber on your page. So you can, anyone who actually wrote something or clicked on a specific button, you can see him on the list. You can actually contact him. You can set up a new conversation and then broadcast. So we have a broadcast button, and then you can talk to them again. So most users, what they do is that after they actually share a coupon code, they actually want to send them a broadcast 2 weeks later asking them to leave a review, which makes it a really great tool. I have many customers who actually told me that it went so well that they had to shut it down because they got too many reviews in a short period of time. So I really encourage you to learn this topic. You don't have to use Quantify Ninja. There's plenty of tools, but I really think that Quantify Ninja fit the best for Amazon sellers. So I think that's about it. I don't want to go on everything because there's so many things, and for every feature we have a tutorial. Maybe Augustus, you can post it later, our tutorials for using all the features here. But I would love to talk about things that you're interested in right now.
Can you just in one sentence review all the missing or not covered items, features?
Yes. In one sentence, the money back that I didn't talk about is a tool that actually checks your inventory and see if there are products that were not returned to Amazon. And some customers are actually get refunds, but they do not return the product back to Amazon. So we recognize those places where they did not return the product, or they got a goodwill concession from Amazon, or that Amazon gave a late refund, because Amazon has like 30 days money back guarantee, but sometimes they give a refund after more than 30 or 45 days. And then we raise up this flag and tell the user, hey, Amazon should have been, reimbursed your account, but they didn't. So you need to go to them with this specific order and ask a refund. This is the money back. The hijack listing viewer is, we actually have notifications for this, but if you want to see your products list, you can look at it. We will mark you with a green V, all the products that you are the only one who sells the products, but you will see here in red if there are products that are, that you're competing on the buy box on. So this is basically for private labelers where you do not expect to have more than, you do not expect to compete the buy box, right? If you're selling private label, you should be the only one that sells at least in a new condition, right? So we also have a notification for it, but if you want to look at it, you can see here on Amazon the offers list in this section. The keyword optimizer is, in one sentence, it's a simple tool that helps you avoid duplicates on the search terms on Amazon. So you can just set here in the desired keywords all the words that you took from any tool like Google AdWords, etc., and you add here all the listing, all the text that in your listing, like bullet points, description, title, everything, and it will result you all the desired keywords without the listing. So you can take just the result and put it in the back office in the search terms of the listing. So this just helps you to avoid duplicates, just saves you tons of time. Affiliate is basically for affiliates. If anyone wants to share this our product, we have a special program for affiliates. And let's talk about account because we have some nice features there. So in the account settings, you can see there's just simple things that you can do, define your email, password, and the business name for the invoice. But you can also have, go to the product settings and see all your products. You can define a short name that will be used in Quantify Ninja and on every notification because it's just easier, to work with a short name. But you can also define a short name and you can use it in the automated messaging. So we have a special variable product short name that, instead of saying to the user, thank you for purchasing our, and then this full title, you can just, set up a short name simply by click add it, and then call it just G2. Let's say I call it G2 case, and then this would be my short name. And let's say that this cost me $5, and I do save, and that's it. From now on, this will be the name that will be displayed everywhere in Quantify Ninja. It will not change your title on Amazon, of course. So this is a very nice to use feature. You can have expenses to see all. This one, you can add, expenses that you have added, like photographing, things that actually you spent money on, but they are not part of the Amazon fees or storage fees, things that, that are outside of Amazon that cost you money, and you want to add them to the total profit or subscribe from the total profit. So you can add expenses. If you have a VA, you can add VAs to your account. So if, let's say I have a VA, but I don't want them to have access to the dashboard because I don't want them to know how much I earn and how much units I've sold. So you just want them to work on a specific section in Quantify Ninja. So you can just create a new user for your account and give him just limited access to the system. So billing is just invoices that we send to your buyers, the buyers, and link accounts is a very good, great feature. If you have multiple accounts, so let's say you're managing 3, 4, 5 accounts, and you want to switch between the accounts easily. You don't want them to have, you don't want to do log out, log in every time. So you can just add a managed account, and then here in the profile image, I click here, you see I have 2 accounts. But you can have as many accounts as you want. It's a totally different accounts, but it just gives you the option to switch between the accounts for convenient, for your convenience. So, so we have many customers, that have like 5, 6 accounts. So they use this feature. It's really nice, but and you can just link any account you have with Quantify Ninja and just switch between the accounts. And that's it. The last one is to contact us. We really encourage you, to write us and say anything, on your mind. We love to make changes. We love to hear what you have to say, and we love to hear your pains because, when we hear the pains of the sellers, that's what motivated us to create our next feature.
Perfect. So while we are still on the screen sharing, can we share the pricing structure?
Yes, this is under upgrade. So as I said, we have 2 plans. Both are fixed plans, fixed prices. I'm sorry. And the first one costs $35, and it includes everything apart the bot and the ASINS tracker. Those 2 features are in the second plan, which costs $55 a month. But both of them actually gives you the option to have unlimited access to all the features. So if you send emails, if you use invoicing, if you use money back, if you use notifications, you have unlimited access, unlimited emails, all for this fixed price. But if you want also the bot manager and the ASINS tracker, that would be an extra $20. Now, the price is per region. So if you want to add another region, it's not a double price. It's an addition of $50 for every region, and you can add it from here. This is different than adding a LinkedIn account that I showed earlier, because if you add a region, if you have already the North America, you can add any other region from here, and this would be $15 per region. A linking account, what I showed earlier, is when you have separate accounts. Like if you have for example, 2 North account region, you can't have it under here. You have to create another account, and then if you want, you can link it. So this is our pricing structure. It's really, really low prices because we do it out of ideology. We want to have a low price and give the best value for everyone.
And if someone has a North America and European region, that would be $50, and $20 extra for Master Ninja is one time. I mean, yes. Per month.
Yes, it's one time. If you are in Master Ninja, you're Master Ninja for all the regions you have. So you don't have to pay another $20 for every region. You pay just one time $20 per month, and then you're Master Ninja on all the regions you're registering.
Great. Thank you very much for this demo. And what are the future plans for the features you want to offer for Quantify Ninja users? So
we're currently working on some features that we don't know yet if it's, we try to do something in the head of the technology right now. So we're trying to work with artificial intelligence and neural network in order to provide 2 things that we want to work on. The first one is the support, because I know there's so many sellers spending so much time on support. And what we want to do is actually work with artificial intelligence to recognize the tickets that you have from your customers, and then comes up with an answer for your customers. So it will just save your time, and you will just have to, to verify the answer that the system will predict, and then you just need to, just go over it and then click send to send it to your buyer. So basically what we want to do is just save your time for you or for your VA, and by searching all the tickets that comes from your customers, and then have the answer ready for them in advance. So this is the first thing that I'm working on. And the second thing is actually inventory management. So we want to use the same artificial intelligence to predict how many products you need to to order for the next time, what is your sales quantity that goes, that you sell every day, and then predict the next shipment that you need to reorder, considering multiple factors such as lead time to ship, and based on how much time in history you want us to make the calculation, but basically work on the manage inventory issues that we don't currently have in Quantify Ninja.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Yinon, and good luck in your business. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.